Unit 25. Law-governed course of building socialism and communism. This lesson deals with the law-governed course of building socialism and communism clarified by the Juche idea. Issue of lawful course of building socialism and communism is the one related to the successive stage of building socialism and communism. President Kim Il-sung said, "To build communism, one must go through a period of transition from capitalism to socialism and reach the higher stage of communism through a completely socialist society. It is axiomatic in building socialism and communism." Law-governed course of building socialism and communism is to win a complete victory of socialism through a period of transition from capitalism to socialism. A period of transition from capitalism to socialism is the period in which acute class struggle is made between socialism and capitalism in all fields of politics and economy, ideology and culture after the establishment of a socialist government, and the period of historic change in which socialist society is completed by transforming man, society and nature in line with the aspiration and desire of the working class. Historic tasks of a transition period is to completely defeat capitalism in all realms of social life and eliminate every class antagonism and distinction to build a classless society. In order to win complete victory of socialism through the continuous revolution after the establishment of socialist system, it is necessary to eliminate class distinctions between the working class and the peasantry. Building classless society is the main issue arising in winning complete victory of socialism. Even after the establishment of socialist system, class distinctions between the working class and the peasantry remain in society as they are. The working class and the peasantry exist in socialist society as there are two forms of socialist ownership, that is, all-people ownership and cooperative ownership. There are two forms of ownership because the level of ideological consciousness and technical and cultural level of the peasantry are lower than that of the working class, and the material and technological foundations of agriculture are weaker than those of industry. Backwardness should be removed in ideology, technology, and culture of the rural areas, and the unified control of all people ownership of the means of production should be established by strengthening the guidance of all people ownership of the cooperative one. Only then complete victory can be achieved in socialism by eliminating class distinctions between the working class and the peasantry and building a classless society. In order to win complete victory of socialism through the continuous revolution after the establishment of socialist society, it is necessary to lay solid material and technical foundations of socialism and improve the people's material and cultural life. If the solid material and technical foundations of socialism are laid through the economic construction and all working people, freed from exploitation and oppression, enjoy affluent material and cultural life to their heart's content, along with the independent political and ideological life, socialist system can be powerful and solid, and a complete victory of socialism be achieved. In order to win complete victory of socialism through the continuous revolution after the establishment of a socialist society, it is also necessary to thoroughly smash moves of hostile elements and fostering of outdated ideas. Exploiter class is liquidated when the socialist revolution is successful. However, there still remains their remnants, and they move desperately to restore their position. The party and state struggling for socialism must exercise thoroughgoing dictatorship over the remnants of overthrown exploiter class that are to disturb progress of socialism and destroy the revolutionary gains, and timely frustrate the imperialist counter-revolution moves to attack socialist system in collusion with alien elements. They should also liquidate thoroughly the remnants of outdated ideas on which the hostile elements may depend, and through which all sorts of unsound ideas infiltrate. Like this, a period of transition from capitalism to socialism will come to an end, and a complete victory of socialism be achieved only when the class distinctions between the working class and the peasantry are eliminated and the solid material and technical foundations of socialism are laid, and the hostile elements moves, and the fostering of outworn ideas are liquidated. A completely victorious socialist society is the one in which a period of transition from capitalism to socialism comes to an end, and low stage of communism is fully attained, and the one which gradually switches over to a high stage of communism from the viewpoint of social development. Next, law-governed course of building socialism and communism is to switch over to a high stage of communism after achieving a complete victory of socialism. In order to switch over to a high stage of communism after successfully carrying out the historic task of a period of transition in socialist society, it is indispensable to go through a historic stage of consolidating and developing a completely victorious socialist society. Communist society is a society where all the people lead a carefree and harmonious life with healthy bodies, free from any worries about food, clothing, and housing, a popular society where the communist virtues and traits of sharing sorrow and joy while helping and leading one another forward are displayed. Even after the tasks of a period of transition from capitalism to socialism are carried out successfully, there are still remnants of outdated ideas in the minds of people, and it is not confirmed that all working people become real communists. Individualism and other outdated ideas remain as they have been implanted in people's minds for thousands of years. Such remnants of outdated ideas cannot restore capitalism as in a period of transition, but be obstacles in applying the principle of socialist collective life and advancing revolution. In a completely victorious socialist society, the people's levels of culture and skill are unable to attain the levels of science and technology and cultural attainments required by a high level of communism. Accordingly, in order to switch over to a high stage of communism, it is necessary to continue to eliminate the remnants of outdated ideas in the minds of the people and equip them with the idea of socialism. It is also necessary to further develop education, literature, and art so as to constantly improve the working people's cultural and emotional attainments and develop public health and sports so that the working people can work with sound physique. Even after the complete victory of socialism, there exist essential distinctions of labor in society, and the development level of productive forces fails to attain the level of sufficiently meeting the people's ever-increasing material needs. Distinctions between physical work and mental work still remain in the field of labor life, and labor itself fails to be presented as a primary requirement of the people's life. Accordingly, in order to enter a high phase of communism after the end of a period of transition, it is necessary to develop the productive forces into the level from each according to his ability to each according to his needs by continuing revolution and construction, and eliminate the distinctions between physical work and mental work by developing science and technology. Like this, in order to build a communist society where the popular masses' independence is completely realized, socialism should cover the historical stage of continuous revolution for a high stage of communism after the complete victory of socialism. Thank you so much. Next lesson will be on the strategic line for the building of socialism and communism.